I didn't respond right away when he said it. It was the kind of remark that arrives too cleanly to argue with. No build-up, no anger, just a sentence dropped into a conversation about Christmas plans. Don't bother coming unless you're finally useful. He said it the way you'd adjust a schedule. After the call ended, I remember looking at my phone for a few seconds, waiting for the feeling to fully land. It didn't come as anger. Not at first. It felt more like recognition. Later that afternoon, my mother called. Her voice had that careful softness she uses when she already knows she's asking for too much. She didn't bring up what my brother said. She circled around it. "He's close," she told me. "The house is almost secured. They just need one more signature." I didn't ask whose. "You have good credit," she added, quieter now. It would just help things go through. There was a pause where I could have said no. Instead, I said I'd think about it. After we hung up, I sat with it longer than I expected to. Not because I was conflicted, but because it all felt strangely familiar. Not the exact situation, but the shape of it. My brother pushing ahead into something he couldn't fully carry on his own. My parents stepping in, but only partway. And me somewhere just outside the center of it, being asked to close the gap without making it obvious. That night, I opened my banking app. I stared at the transfer screen longer than I needed to. The amount field blinking. Then I typed in 01. In the note section, I wrote, "Hope this helps." I sent it before I could reconsider, not out of impulse, but because I knew exactly what it meant. Not revenge. Not even really mockery. Just proportion. The call came faster than I expected. He didn't say hello. "You think this is funny?" He snapped. I could hear movement on his end. Doors, maybe pacing. His voice was louder than it needed to be, as if volume could force the situation back into something manageable. I let him talk for a while. He kept circling the same points. Disrespect, timing, family. I didn't interrupt. There wasn't much to add. Eventually, his voice broke, not softer, just thinner. "You always do this," he said. "You act like you're above it until something actually matters." That was new. Not the accusation, but the phrasing. "Matters how?" I asked. There was a pause. Not long, but enough. Then he said something he hadn't said before. "They're already reviewing his file again." I didn't understand at first. "Who is?" I asked. "The bank," he said, sharper now. "They flagged something. It's not final, but if this falls through now," he stopped himself. And in that stop, something shifted. This wasn't just about getting a better rate or securing a house faster. Something had already gone wrong. I leaned back in my chair. "What did they flag?" I asked. He exhaled hard, like the question itself was an inconvenience. "Just income consistency," he said. "It's temporary." Temporary. I didn't push further, but I didn't need to. The next morning, my father called. He didn't ease into it like my mother had. He went straight to the point. "They're asking for a co-signer with stable income history," he said. "It's standard. Nothing unusual." There was something rehearsed in the way he said it. "I spoke to someone this morning," I told him. That part wasn't entirely true yet. I wanted to understand what that actually means. He didn't respond right away. "They said," I continued, "that a co-signer isn't just support, it's liability. Full liability. Still nothing. And if the primary borrower is already under review," I added, "that liability isn't hypothetical." That's when his tone changed. Not defensive, just smaller. "They wouldn't have brought it this far if it wasn't viable," he said. But he didn't sound convinced. Later that day, I made the call for real. A loan officer walked me through it plainly. No pressure, no urgency, just facts. If I signed, I wouldn't be helping him qualify. I would be absorbing the risk that had already made the bank hesitate. It was clean, undeniable. When my brother called again that evening, he didn't yell this time. "You talked to someone?" he asked. I did. Another pause. "They always make it sound worse than it is," he said, quieter now. I could hear something else under it. Not anger, not quite. Strain. "I'm not signing," I told him. No build-up, no explanation, just the sentence. He didn't argue right away. For a moment, I thought the call had dropped. Then he said, "So that's it." It wasn't a question. I didn't try to soften it. "That's it." We stayed on the line a few seconds longer than necessary. Then he hung up. Christmas came anyway. I didn't go. No one told me not to, but no one asked again either. Messages were shorter after that, more careful, not hostile, just adjusted. Like everyone had quietly agreed on new boundaries without naming them. A few weeks later, I heard the house deal had fallen through. No one gave details. They didn't need to. The last time I spoke to my mother, she didn't mention the mortgage at all. She asked if I was doing okay. I told her I was. And for the first time in a while, it felt like a complete sentence. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, thank you.